If you would like to see a fun spill your popcorn while you're eating it, associate with the human condition and have a blast watching Sylvester Stallone and Jason Patrick and hopefully myself breaking some things and doing some soul searching, then this is the movie for you. Um, when I was offered this film back, gosh, I don't know exactly when it was, but it was during the end of the SAG strike. It had been a while since I had worked, and so I was overly excited, not just for the work, but especially because I got to work with Sylvester Stallone and Jason Patrick and this crew and cast that were prepared to bring something that could be your normal heist thriller, but had a lot of more depth to me onto the screen. And to be Sly's co-star and co-anchor in our quote-unquote bad squad was obviously incredibly attractive. Yes, I think this movie, the fun about it is that you're not quite sure exactly, like you said, what who the protagonists and the antagonists are. I mean, I guess typically where I'd be the antagonist, but the back and forth of having um, um, flawed characters on both sides. Uh, typically unflawed character, like, Jason's obviously a flawed character, and that's kind of the beauty of the film in that way. And then to have Sylvester Stallone be a bad guy who actually has heart, um, I think is again very attractive and almost romantic. And I was just trying to light it up and bring some other heart, however I could, even though it seems like a kind of on the page typical baddie. It was a blast. Um, we were very technically sound, very quick, very um, keen, very prepared. We shot this movie in a very short amount of time, so everybody was uh, tuned into that aspect, and um, I loved everyone and to work with Sylvester and his very focused and directorial and writer-esque brain, aside from his acting, was a joy because I feel like we share that kindred spirit in that way. And I wish I could have worked with Jason more than the end because they were shooting separately most of the time, so they didn't cook in that can. Um, but I can't say enough about all the people that contributed and all the producers and um, our director and the stunt people were amazing. So it was a great collaboration. I can only explain that, and they try to re-explain it, and that Murphy's law is up to your own perception. Um, I talk about it with my kids sometimes. Like, what's Murphy's Law? Like, this could go wrong, that can go wrong. I think it's up to you. And I know this isn't an answer that people want to hear, but that's who I am. And Murphy's Law could change on any given day depending on what you attach to in your perception of a definition. And I think that's very appropriate, especially right now in our environment. Ah! Um, yes, if you're going to define Murphy's Law by the Merriam-Webster dictionary, every film uh, can attribute Murphy's Law to its formation, um, because something will always go wrong, and that's the part of it. Being flexible on how to solve those problems and get what you need to get in the can so that you can edit something that is close to the vision that you had from the beginning. So Murphy's Law, I feel like applies to every movie that I've ever shot. And it's that's a great question because uh, just made me think about it, and it's very appropriate. Yeah. Um, Armor's coming out on November 22nd in theaters and on streamers, and um, I would love to hear your thoughts. You can share anything with me on socials at Dash Mihok at anything. Please tag the film Armor Movie, hashtag Armor Movie, I believe, and Lionsgate. And let us know what your feeling is because I feel like this movie is something that some people could watch the trailer, which is brilliant, and feel like it's either something that's the same old or something that's um, a new breed, and I feel like it's part of the new breed. So I'm curious to have that debate. Yes, I wish I could tell you the date. Long Bright River is a Sony and Peacock limited series starring Amanda Seyfried and myself. That's coming out, I believe, in the new year. Um, and look out for new music from Diz and the Fam. Uh, Too Slow. Um, I hate plugging things, but there's plenty more, and if you follow,